सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Now those of you who have come here, so because you are committed, we thought of getting the essence of Bhagavad Gita in its entirety. Our scriptures, original scriptures, are called as Veda. There are 5 sources of knowledge. Veda, called Shruti. Then Purana, etc., they are called as the second source of knowledge. Then Itihasa, the books of history, third source of knowledge. Fourth is the Smriti, fourth source of knowledge. And fifth is what our saints and sages have left for us. So the essence of the Vedas is called as Upanishad. And the essence of the Upanishads is called Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, at the end of every chapter, we come across Om Tassaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu. And the essence of Bhagavad Gita is the 15th chapter. So if we are studying Bhagavad Gita, and we will be studying 15th chapter of Gita, having studied which nothing more remains to be known as regards spirituality is concerned. It is the ultimate. Therefore, we have to very clearly know what is the meaning of spirituality. Religion is different, philosophy is different, then social work is different, and spirituality is different. So, in this spiritual quest, we will like to know what exactly is the spiritual life. So, what are the topics that are dealt with? So, there are 4 or 5 topics which we have to clearly, distinctly understand and apply in one's life. Understanding is one part and application is another part. See? Sankhya is understanding, yoga is application. So what are the topics? First topic is, what is this world where we are? Second topic is, what is the meaning of spiritual practice? Then the third topic is, what is the meaning of a soul or a jiva? What do we mean by soul or jiva? And fourth topic is, what is God? And fifth topic is, what is the purpose of knowing all these things? If we know this, what will happen? These are the 5 topics. which are dealt with in the 15th chapter of Gita. The rule is a simple rule. The unknown is indicated with reference to the known. When I see a child, hey, whose child is this thing? The child is known. Oh, he is the son of Mr. So and so. So that so and so is indicated with reference to the son who is known to me. So what is known to us? The world is known to us. Therefore, the first topic that is taken for discussion in the 15th chapter is this world. And therefore, as it is easier for us to understand and practice, we will chant the 15th chapter. And if you like, you can repeat after me. If you don't like, keep your mouth and mind shut. So, the first verse, please repeat after me. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Urdhvamoolamadash Ashvattam Prahuravayam Kandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedavita Adashchordhvam Prasruta Tasya Shakha Guna Pravruddha Vishaya Pravala Adascha Mulanyanu कर्मानुबंधीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा So, what is this world and what should be our understanding about this world? These are the two topics taken in these three verses. So, the world is defined as Urdhva Moolam. Urdhva means above. Above means not like the ceiling is above my head. That is not the meaning. It's a very dumb meaning. When we are studying scriptures, the words carry a different dimension. And if we don't understand that dimension, we become only mechanical in our approach. See? So, Urdhva, above. So, how to understand? The vision is above the colors and forms. Means what? Vision supports all colors and forms, but does not get influenced by any color and form. Without the vision, colors and forms cannot be established. Therefore, we will say that vision is above the colors and forms. Urdhva Moolam. So, and then Adashakham, and it is this world, the tree is having the roots above and the branches below. This tree is called as Ashwatha. Ashwatha means constantly changing. Shva means tomorrow. O means not. That which is not the same as it is today That means it is constantly changing. So what is this world? This world has got the roots above and the branches below, and it is constantly changing. Urdhamula madashakam ashwatam prahu avyayam. And this has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. Avyayam. Same thing. Now chandamsi yasya parnani. Chandamsi, parnani means leaves. What are the leaves of this tree? The leaves of this chandamsi means scriptural authority. So the pages of the Vedas are the leaves of this tree. Yaha tam veda sa vedavid. He who understands the import of this reality, he alone has understood what the world is. Now let us come little subjective. Urdhva Mula root is that which is supporting. Like the roots take the food and supply it to the branches and the leaves. But this is a very peculiar tree. Roots are above, branches are below. So it is a description of our body. Urdhva Moolam, we eat from above. Adashakam, and the body tree is growing downwards. Ashwatham, constantly changing, it doesn't remain the same. And it is avyayam, it is always with every body in this world. Now to this, for us, the human form. See? For the human form, chandamsi yasya parnani. Now, what is the source of knowledge which is beautifying our life's quality? Is it the newspaper? Is it the political news? Is it the worldly gossip? See? Or it is Chandamsi? Is our life guided by the authority and the guidance of the scriptures? Chandamsi yasya paranani. He who thus lives his life according to the scriptural injunctions, he alone is qualified to rise above the limitations of the body. Meaning, he who knows this, he will be living through the body, but he will not be influenced by the modifications of the body. And the modifications of the body include jayate, asti, vardate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinashyati iti, shadvikaravat eta sthulam shariram. The body is born, then it exists, then it grows first vertically, then horizontally, and thereafter it becomes old, then it has the diseases, and one day it dies. This is the body. So, this body, if it is lived with the guidance given by Chandamsi, by our scriptural authorities, then alone we will know what is the meaning of the substratum of this world which is supporting this body. First verse. Now, in the second verse, the teacher says, Adascha urdhvam prasruta tasya shaka guna pravruddha vishaya pravala. Now, this body, the tree, is adascha urdhvam prasruta tasya shaka. When we are leading the life according to the scriptures or not leading the life according to the scriptures, then we are either going in the heavens or in the hells. Adascha urdham prasruta tasya shaka. And they are guna pravruddha. So if our life is basically predominantly sattvic according to the scriptural injunctions, there is a possibility of higher quality of life going in the heavens, etc. And if our life is unlike what the scriptural injunctions are, we go to the lower gut, that is the hell or the animalistic life. Adashchodam prasruta tasya shaka. And they are guna pravruddha vishaya pravala. And they are predominantly under the influence of the three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. And according to that karmanubandhini, human beings only have the freedom to do karma. Animals and the gods have no freedom for karma. They are called a bhoga yoni. Animals are there only to go through good or bad experiences and die. They cannot evolve beyond that. Similarly, the gods, they are also busy only in indulgence. They also cannot. But we as human beings have this freedom. Having come as human beings, now we have freedom. Either we go to lower life or higher life, or we go beyond and merge in the absolute. Therefore, karmanubandhini manushya. That is why it is said, when you do good karma, you go to heaven. When you do bad karma, you go to hell. But when you do the karma for the purification of the mind, then you come to know that you are essentially divine, and therefore there is no place for hell or heaven. We come to discover our divine nature. This is what happens for the students of Bhagavad Gita. Now, when this is told, a picture comes in front of our mind. Hell, all tortures and miserable life. Heaven, oh, beautiful, comfortable. Bhagwan says, don't try to imagine like this thing. See, loka, swarga loka, heavens. Heavens are defined in Kathopanishad. Swarge loke na bhayam kinchanasti. न तत्र त्वं न जरया बिभेति उभे तीर्त्वा अशनाया पिपासे शोकातिगो मोदते स्वर्गलोके. What is the heaven? Heaven is not a place where we go after death and then enjoy over there. No, that is not the place. So loka means experience. See? So what is that experience? Experience is first with reference to body. Bhaya is fear. No fear of old age and death. Second, prana. No fear of hunger and thirst. Third, mind. No fear of delusion and grief. These 6 kinds of fears, when they are completely erased from our system, we are living in heaven. We don't have to go somewhere. See? Swarge loke na bhayam kinchanasti. Therefore, heaven, etc., don't get carried away by the Puranic stories here and there. Oh, you have gone to heaven and then this happened. That is not the purpose. See? So, how to do this? Now, Bhagavan says in the 3rd verse, Na rupamaseha tathopalabhyate. Don't try to see the tree with the shirshasana. The legs are above and the branches are below. Na rupamaseha tathopalabhyate. Such a kind of tree you will see nowhere. Now, what is that tree? Our body. Nanto na chadir nata sampradishta. Now, here is a very deep thought. Be attentive. Adi means beginning. We do not have the experience of our birth. Dive deep in your own experiences. Somebody tells us, this is your date of birth, and we accept it. We have no experience. See? I was in a school for some talks, and children were in the same classroom, maybe class 7 or 8, but they were so variety. Some children were very small, some were very tall and all that. I said, is it a heterogeneous group? No, 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 they are from the same class. I said, how can it be, yaar? I said, let me see their date of births. So they showed me the list of all the students and their date of birth. All of them were born on 1/7/1947. All of them. Hey, how come 1947, 17. Everybody's. He says, Swamiji, in our village, nobody knows what is the date of birth. So the teacher tells, aap likh lo na, write whatever you like. So that day, when they came for admission, it was that day, so I wrote down. Everybody same thing, why worry? And then that we carry throughout life. This is my date of birth. We have no experience of date of birth. Second, na adi, na sampradishta, nor we have the experience that we are growing. We have no experience. It is somebody for the first time addresses a young girl, a child addresses a young girl may be 20, 21 like that. To that girl a child addresses, Auntie, what is the time? That girl retorts back, don't call me auntie, call me Didi. Because she has no experience that she is growing. But the body is growing. We have no experience of our growth. And then, na anta, no end. We have no experience of death. Nanto na chadir nirasampradishta. When this will happen? Iha. Iha means vicharakale. When you start analyzing your own experiences of life, you come to this point. Neither we have the experience of birth, nor growth, nor death, and the most important, we have no experience of our absence. Where is the world? See? But how can we know this? Chandamsi yasya paranani. When we lead our life according to the guidance and authority of the Upanishads. Chandamsi scriptural statements. Narupamasyeha tathopalabhyate. See? There was one of my friend from Andhra Pradesh. This happened somewhere many years before. Now he is no more. He was a very hot-headed person. No friends. I was the only Ekameva Dvitiya friend to him. And his wife was in the hospital, delivered a baby. And he wanted to go and inquire. So he talked to that nurse. And with that nurse, as his habit, he started fighting. So she said, if you step in, I'll call police. So he has to stay outside. Then he called me. Swamiji, please come and help me. I said, what is the problem? You come here. So at 2 o'clock at night, I went all the way to the hospital. See, this is the thing, and I want to know, but this lady doesn't allow me. She is so good, so bad. I said, okay, let me see. I talked to that nurse. I said, why don't you? He will not go in. If you want, you can come. I said, I have no interest. That is his baby. Who cares? No, I will not allow him. Thereafter, my friend says, Swamiji, at least go and find out what happened. She is not telling me anything. I went. So that was the first and the last time I have seen all that horrible scenario. Then I said, that lady, has she? Yes, delivered. Which is the baby? So she saw the number 420. Okay. And then this is the 420 baby. In my life, I have seen for the first time, maybe about half an hour or 1 hour delivered baby. First and the last time. And when I saw, so dirty, like a squirrel, so small. And after all that was over, then I say, okay, thank you. I said, now this topic is over. Now I am in a process of learning everything. So you please tell me. Don't mind. You have observed this? Nobody's birth is exactly at a round figure. 739. You watch, see your own, this kundali. So I asked, I said, you people tell the time of birth. Never it is told it is a round figure, except two births, Ram and Krishna, born exactly at 12 o'clock. Others are born at 11:59. Wow. So, how do you say this? Because it's not only one lady delivering, there are half a dozen of them. So you are looking here, looking there, head has come, tail has come. Then how do you know that? So she said, I'll tell you the truth. If we tell them a round figure, they don't trust us. Therefore, we give this figure, 738. And on the basis of that, I am born, this is my age, and the body doesn't know. Nanto na chadir nata sampradishta. See? See? Now, our whole life is body identification. We are living as the body, for the body, and on everybody. Therefore, here the teacher says, where from the world begins? One lady asked me this question through her daughter. I asked that daughter, I said, who asked you to ask me this question? Mummy asked me. I called her, Mummy, why don't you ask? Swamiji, I am afraid of you. I said, I am not a non-vegetarian to eat you. Listen, what is the question? When the world is created, where from the world begins and where the world ends? So I asked, when did you wake up this morning? 7 o'clock. I said, the world is created at 7 o'clock. Where from the world begins from our body. Where the world ends in our body. In short, the world is nothing but body identification. All spiritual practice is meaningful only if these 2 points are taken into consideration. First is freedom from body identification, and second is freedom from the notion that we are a soul inside the body. Both are wrong notions. Wrong notions are removed without creating new notions. See, so important it is. Therefore, the teacher says, Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate. So when you just start inquiring, do I have the experience of birth? No. Growth? No. Death? No. Then absence? No. But I continue to be. We can never experience our absence. Then what is to be done with the body? Now here the teacher says, Asanga shastrena drudhena chitva. So we have to now, the tree, if it is coming on in our way, what is to be done? It has to be cut. The meaning of the word vriksha is vrishchanat vriksha, that which can be removed only by cutting. So we have to cut this body identification. How to cut the body identification? Drudhena chitva, with firm commitment that this is what is the spiritual practice. Now, what is the axe with which we cut it? Asanga shastrena. Asanga is non-attachment. See? Now, here I'll tell you. Attachment is an illusion. This rule you must remember by heart. There is no attachment to anything. That is our natural condition. See, only we have to analyze our experiences and learn from that. Those who cannot learn from their own experiences, even God cannot teach them. See? Now go and again within yourself. The vision is not attached to color and form. The ears are not attached to sounds. The nose is not attached to a particular smell. It illuminates every smell, every color, every sound. Mind is not attached to any particular sense organ. Eye is not attached to any likes and dislikes of the mind. And ultimately, we are not attached to waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi. They come, stay, go. I was in somebody's house. They had an old grand lady there, maybe grandmother or great grandmother, and a youngest child, maybe about 5 years, 6 years. He was very fond of his grandmother. Every morning he'll get up and first of all wake the grandmother up. Mama utho, get up. One day it so happened she died in the sleep. So this child, as usual, came in the morning and pulled her, get up, but she was not responding. So he pulled her this side. So when he pulled her, her denture came out. And then he said, put it inside, see what is happening. But she was dead. Now the child went to her mother, says, see what daddy is doing, she is behaving very funny. Then he was told that she is no more, she died. It became such a shock for him. He refused to sleep. People die in sleep. He will not allow anybody in the house to sleep. Don't sleep. See, daddy died, you will die. Don't. Then I told him, I said, see, come here, I'll tell you. I said, now, nobody in your house will die. We will do experiment on me. If I die, doesn't matter. Is it not? He said, yes. I said, okay then. I will sleep and then see whether I die or not. So I was sleeping and I am expert in sleeping. So I slept. Then after about an hour or two, when I woke up, he said, really, you didn't die? I said, no, everybody doesn't die. Old people die. Okay, now I understood. See? That fear, I will die because I am body. But just observe this. We are not identified with the body, or else we will never go to sleep. We are not identified with the mind, otherwise we will never give up our experiences, good and bad. We are not identified with the deep sleep, or else we will never wake up. We are not identified with the samadhi, or else we will never get out of samadhi. It is like the space. The clouds of thunder and rains come, shower and go away. Nothing happens to the space. Then the clouds of noise come, no shower, they go away. The dream is gone. Then pitch darkness. Because of the darkness, nothing happens to the space. And then samadhi, blue sky, nothing is added. See, so why this fear comes about death is because of this notion that I am inside the body, and if the body dies, I die. When the pot breaks, nothing happens to the pot space. When the body will fall, nothing will happen to me. This is study of scriptures. Otherwise, all the time, Swamiji, what happens after death? What reply can you give? When you are alive, nothing has happened. What can happen after death? Maybe others will be happy, thank God, Gaya. See, friends. Therefore, Ashwattamenam Suvirudhamulam. This body identification notion has become very strong, Suvirudhamulam. And it can be only corrected by Asanga Shastrena. And what is Asangata, detachment? Only knowing we are not attached to our body. That's all. This example I give you a number of times. Standing in front of the mirror, reflection will happen for us as well as for the dog. We don't take that reflection as real. Therefore, we don't suffer. The dog takes the reflection as real, therefore he suffers. Exactly the same way. You and me are living with body identification. Great masters also live with body identification. We suffer, they don't suffer, because we have taken body identification as real. Although they are identified with the body, they don't take body identification as the real. So we are like the dogs, and great masters are like us standing in front of the mirror. We consider ourselves to be intelligent. So what is the logic? On what ground we say, I am this body? The body is neither created by us, nor the body listens to us. Who wants to fall ill? But the body falls ill. See, those who are fat, their whole life project is reduce the weight. When they look at the ice cream picture, they put on 5 kilo. See? And there are other type of people, agarbatti brand. They eat the whole live buffalo, and yet they continue to be bony. And that body I am. See, friends, therefore, first step on the spiritual path is start playing what it is like being other than the body. This is where the real spiritual life begins. What it is like being other than the body. Not simply sitting in meditation with a struggle, no thought, no thought, no thought, no thought. And the more you try, the more thoughts come. Just play what it is like being other than the body. Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Unless this is done, you cannot take the second step. After this, what? Tataha tatpadam parimargitavyam yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham prapadde yata pravritti prasrita purani. Unless this is achieved, tataha, thereafter, tatpadam parimargitavyam. Now start focusing attention on as to who you are. Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam. After we have thus understood technically, perfectly, asanga shastrena dridena chitva, tataha, thereafter, tat padam parimargitavyam. Thereafter, you start now, parimarganam is inquiry. So start inquiry. See, what is the inquiry? We know what we are. Inquiry is who we are. Tat padam parimargitavyam. What is that padam? Yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaha. Having reached where nobody comes back. See? We go to sleep and we again come back. We go to one dream, again another dream. We go to sleep, again we go to sleep. We begin our meditation, we again begin meditation. But this experience is the one which has no beginning and no end. So what is that experience? Which has no beginning, no modification, no end, tat padam parimargitavyam. See? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Presence of sound, I was there. But after some time, sound ended. I continue to be. Then, absence of sound. It was for some time. Then, absence of sound also ended. And again, another sound came, Om Namah Shivaya. So I was, I am, I shall be in the presence and absence of everything. Because I am beyond presence and absence. Tatahat padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. We go to sleep, again we come back to the same thing. We sleep as an engineer, we don't wake up as a doctor. The same thing. We sleep as a husband and we again wake up as a husband. We sleep as a wife, again wake up as a wife. But this truth is, once you discover your essential nature, thereafter be attentive. Thereafter, Karnataka, you will be the same one for others. But in the heart of your heart, you are no more a miserable entity, suffering or struggling to get happiness in this world. Nothing will change. Nobody will even suspect that you are ever walking spiritual path. Therefore, we told you very clearly, real spiritual practice is discarding all special status, commoner than the commonest. See, how much special status we are carrying as a burden on our head. I am man, woman, young, old, beautiful, awful, rich, poor, Indian, American, educated, overeducated, married, unmarried, never married, why married. See? So many of them. In addition to that, spiritual also. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. The real spiritual practice is discard everything. Then it can be discarded only by wisdom. So once we are working on this, that a body is not me, then we don't have to work much. Then with reference to body only, I am mother, father, mother, husband, wife. And where are these guys who are miserable? Can we separate the husband from the man? Where is he? And who is miserable? This poor husband or this sweet wife. Many people have got this complaint against me. I am very much, for husbands and poor wife. Therefore, I had to add an adjective. I had no experience of sweet wife. So how can I say? Hey friends, we become so much influenced by these relative experiences. Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. That's all. So, we play the role. If you are in front of your father, don't argue on anything, whatever they say. Before listening, say yes. See, old people you can't change, you can't avoid, you can improve. You have to just say yes. After 2 minutes, they will forget. Yes, about what? Never meant. See, oldies are very strong personalities. They want everything to happen according to their choice. But they don't understand they are unfit in today's world. Then if you are in front of your children, pretend you are listening. Don't listen. There's nothing except asking for money. That's all. But the main thing you are not telling, what is the main thing? How to deal with the wife. That is the simplest way. See? When she is talking, you should keep quiet. When she is quiet, you should not talk. You have learned Bhagavad Gita chapter 50. See? Don't make life serious. Life is just a time pass. When we go to see some drama, etc., it's just time pass, nothing serious. The life is only a drama. Therefore, yesterday also I told you, the whole world can be explained, summarized, and lived by two words. Life is Rama Leela or Krishna Leela. Leela means what? Everything is happening as if, but in fact, nothing is happening. For the first time in my life, when I was small also, I saw the Ram Leela in Mathura. And those days, there were no electricity, etc. Those gas lanterns were there here and there. Many of you must not even seen that. So, uh, Hanumanji and Sita in that Ashok Vatika, that was the scene going on. And after some time, then it was interval. So they put down the curtain. I, as a inquisitive child, I went from backside. Nothing, only darkness. Inside that stage, which was in the open ground, I went inside, saw, and I was so thrilled. Hanumanji took out bidi and asked, Sita, matches card. And immediately Dhumrapanam, Shatagodanam, Ekek Ganga Snanam started. So I was thinking, my God, Hanumanji Sita, Hanumanji Sita. Can you imagine Hanumanji Sita? And after some time, again the bell rang, so curtain was going up. Then these two of them, both of them actors are males, no female. So again, I went in the front, and there it is, Mate. I thought again he is going to say BD card. See, everything is happening in this world as Rama Leela, Krishna Leela. Don't take anything seriously. See, it is so simple. That doesn't mean, don't misunderstand. If somebody dies, you go there as a student of Bhagavad Gita, he is crying. You don't have to say, hey, don't cry, you are also to die tomorrow. No, no, no. There you pretend that you are miserable. Oh, this, no, it should not have happened. You should have died. Friends, you have to perform your role as in the drama perfectly well. But don't get rolled up in that role. See? Therefore, tataha padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham prapadde yata prasruta praruta prasuti praruta prasruta purani. And when we are thus, we are no more getting too much involved with body identification and the waking experiences. Tataha, thereafter, Adyam Purusham Prapadde. Now you focus your attention on as to who am I? Am I the colors and forms? No. When they are removed, no loss to the vision. When the vision is closed, no loss to the mind. When I rise above the likes and dislikes, no like or likes, no gain or loss to the I. When the I sleeps in the deep sleep, the life continues. Where did I die? See, Tameva chadyam purusham prapadde. If the eyes are there, then I am a seer. If the mind is there, then I am a happy or miserable. If the I is there, then I am somebody. But in the deep sleep, only life principle. There is nobody. But the life continues to be. And that life is an expression of the Chaitanya, our essential nature. Here we don't have to do anything, friends. Only correct your focal length. Tataha tatpadam parimargitavyam yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaha. Once you come to discover your essential nature, slowly you will start celebrating life in every small little thing. You must have seen there are many people under the disguise of spirituality, they are so serious as if after satsanga they are going to be hanged. Life is to be lived lightly in the light of wisdom. Gatasu na gatasuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Wise people are not miserable when somebody dies or when somebody doesn't die. Ignorant people are miserable for both. When somebody dies, they are miserable. When somebody doesn't die, that time also they are miserable. ये तो नहीं मर रहा, वो मर गया. अरे, see, तमेव चाद्यम पुरुषम प्रपद्ये यत प्रवृत्ति प्रसुता पुराणी. Where from everything begins. Friends, in every experience we can discover this truth. One example I'll give you. One of my good friend, a police officer in Delhi, he came to meet me. And he said, Swamiji, I am very busy this time, too many jobs. I couldn't come for satsang. However, you give me some homework. So next time when you come, I'll try to come. I said, are you ready for homework? He said, yes. I said, close the door. It was about 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. I said, switch off the lights. He switched off. What do you see? He said, darkness. I said, don't talk like a dumb. Talk after proper understanding. Again, I ask you a question. What do you see? I said, he said, darkness. I said, again, you are dumb. He said, how come? I said, eyes cannot see darkness. Eyes can see only the light. Okay. Sorry. I said, okay. Now switch on the light. Now what are you seeing? Then he told all the contents of the room. I am seeing you, this, all that. I said, something more? He said, no, that's all. I said, again, you are becoming dumb. Something more is there. I said, no, Swamiji, this is all. I said, I am seeing something more. What is that? I am seeing the light. Without light, can you see the objects? Yes. I said, second failure. Now continue. Tell something more I am seeing. Now this is too much. Now there is nothing. I can guarantee it. I said, again you are going to fail. Think over. He said, no. I said, I am seeing something more. What is that? I am seeing electricity. Without electricity, there cannot be light. Without light, there cannot be objects. You are so much lost in the objects that you have not perceived the light, although it is seen. You are so much lost in the light that although there is electricity behind the light, you have not perceived it. Is it not our story? We are so much lost in this objective world that we are not able to perceive the light in whose light the objective world is seen. And then we are lost so much in our emotions, relations, that we have not recognized our own divine nature. In place of electricity is the divinity. In place of the light is the mind. In place of the world is the objects. So, the sense objects cover the sense organs. The sense organs cover the mind. Mind covers the intellect. Intellect covers the life. Life covers the pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is beyond Jada Chetan, sentient and inert. Sentiency and inertness are on account of the instrument where the truth is manifested. Like in the bulb, the electricity expresses as light. In the fan, it expresses as a movement or magnetic field. Therefore, there are not two electricities. One is stable, other is moving. No. The difference is on account of the gadgets through which it is expressing. In the same manner, in this table and chair, the truth is expressing only as existence. In you and me, it is expressing as existence plus life. The difference is that of the instrument through which the truth is expressing. Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. When we thus come to discover our divine nature, then differences will be experienced, but differentiation on account of the differences, which is the samsara, will not happen. See, friends, to see the differences, we don't require any great intelligence. I was talking this topic to uh, some students in a school, just to tell them how we are all one. So, when you talk to children, you have to talk their language. So I said, hey, now we'll play. Okay? Yes. Kindly tell what are the differences in all of us. One by one, not everybody shouting. You tell. That boy said, some are girls, some are boys. Differences. Very good. You tell. Some are tall, some are short. Very good. So many differences. I said, enough. Now tell, what is the common factor? Absolutely quiet. There was one student, totally indifferent to everything. Such children are very intelligent. I said, hey, you are not telling anything. You tell. What is the common factor? He said, we are all suffering because of you. See, we are all existing. Existence is common. Inertness and sentiency may be different. The mic is existent, inert. I am sentient, also existing. Existence does not differentiate between sentiency and inertness. Therefore, Kathopanishad at the end tells, Asti iti upalabdhavyaha tattva bhavena prasidati. The truth is experienced as mere existence, not as good or bad. See, like the vision is recognizing colors may be different, but all of them are existing. To an extent, even the non-existence is recognized as existence. There are chairs in this side, existence. There are chairs in this side, existence. In between, there are no chairs, existence. Without existence, nothing is ever perceived. Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam. And we don't have the experience of our absence. And yet we have the fear. Oh God, I am going to die. Now what will happen after I die? Nothing happens. Bhagwan Rama came and went away. What happened? Krishna came and went away. What happened? You and me will go away. Nothing will happen. But we have that notion. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. There was a mosquito and he wanted to cross the river. Wide river, not very thick, deep, wider. That time one elephant was crossing. So this mosquito got up and landed on the tip of the hair of the tail of the elephant. Elephant crossed. After going to that side, this mosquito wanted to thank. Went to the ear of the elephant. Dear elephant, thank you very much for giving me the lift. Elephant, what is this nonsense? Katak, died. God even doesn't recognize us. See, friends. But what is you? I am a great devotee. Krishna, when will you give me darshan? What will you do thereafter? Don't struggle for that. Let him choose us. Let him seek us. Like we seek the right person for the right job, in the same manner, he is also searching, seeking a right person. So all the spiritual practice is Uddared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet. We should be such a fit instrument that he will choose us for his work. Hey, friends, ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यत प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी. From where the whole world comes out. See? Now, who will be able to do this? It's for 1 hour, isn't it? Okay. Before you sleep, I stop here. We'll take it in the next class after a cup of tea. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.